Hello there, I'm Tommy. Today's video is something that many others has done before me about Southern Hemisphere flights, but I'm gonna make my own version of it, so stay with me. This here is from Jessica Slawski's video about Critical Think and Greater Sapiens flight to Australia and over the Antarctica. If you haven't heard of Jessica Slawski before, he is the man responsible for those GPS points over Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. I'm gonna link this video in the description and go watch his videos. It's full of facts. But it's not this video I'm about to comment of today. Here is the flat earth representation. Totally hilarious. One thing I'm gonna make my video about is this comment from Sumerian Summer about these flights, which according to him should be impossible on the globe Earth of some reason. So if we take a look at those numbers on the globe Earth here, the first flight is from Taiwan to Los Angeles, and the second one is from Hong Kong to Los Angeles. Those are pretty close to each other here, so I'm just gonna make one in between over to Los Angeles. Airport is here, with emergency landing in Alaska. That's not too bad. The problem is the flat earth believers is using a flat representation of this map, and now from China or Taiwan over here to Los Angeles over here, now Alaska is over here, so that makes no sense. Of course they're using the wrong map, as always. The next one was from Chicago to Doha. You see that notepad? I don't have that open, so I have to click on it every time. Chicago is up here, of course. To Doha, down here. And now the emergency landing was in Moscow. That's not too far away, actually. Just there. Makes totally sense. But again, on the flat earth map, from Chicago to Doha, this line, Moscow, makes no sense. Next one, San Francisco to Dubai. That's almost the same, so we don't bother. Next one, Shanghai to Munich. Shanghai to Munich. And this time was also in Moscow. But guess what? They fly right over Moscow. That's dead on. Makes perfectly sense. On the flat map, there's far, far away. And the last one was from Islamabad to London. Pakistan is down there. Islamabad to London. Still landing in Moscow. This time it's a bit of the distance, but if I'm not mistaken, somewhere down here is a no-flight zone because of the plane crash a few years ago where the plane was shot down or something. So down here they actually might need to go a bit closer to Moscow. Don't quote me on this, but I think there's a no-flight zone down here somewhere. So that again makes perfectly sense. What doesn't make really much sense is when you go from Johannesburg to Sydney, or Johannesburg to Rio de Janeiro, or Rio de Janeiro to Sydney. Like this flight from Sydney to Santiago. It's long flight. And the longest flights is just over 9,000 miles. 9,032, 9,010, 8,008. This is the longest flights in the world. The problem is, I'm going to switch over to my trusted SketchUp model. On a flat Earth, those distances are 15,700 and 14,194. This is well over the longest distances in the world. And the last one, 9,300. This makes no sense whatsoever on a flat Earth. And especially this one from Sydney to Johannesburg. Let's see how that is on the globe right here. Let's check that out. Sydney to Johannesburg. Here. All the way across. This is just 11,000 kilometers, or 6,849 miles, all over water. But on the flat Earth model, that is almost all over land. They even fly over Mount Everest. They fly over Russia and China and a bit over here, and what's down here again? I'm not that good in geography. Here's Dubai and things, and all over Africa. This is not how this flight goes by any means. So, flat Earth believers, again start to explain, because nothing makes any sense south of equator on the southern hemisphere on the flat Earth. It makes a little more sense north of the equator about flights. Not everyone, but a little more. But south of the equator, nothing fits. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.